$2,000 per XRP. I truly do believe it. LFG and Black Swans are still imminent, guys. What even happened to the page? So let us begin. It's getting exciting. To be honest, the storm, it is exciting, but it's excitement and grief at the same exact time. Okay, so let us just begin. Hello everyone, hope you guys are having an amazing day. XRP is around $2.32. I wonder what's gonna happen next. Maybe we could get a few hints here from the Ripple team. You know why? Because look at what he says right here from Brad Garlinghouse, LFG, right? So he's super excited. He just tweeted this out in the morning of today, guys. Get up, energy only. Get up, stack conviction. And then XRP isn't a vibe, it's a mission. Okay? So, oh, that's hilarious. Brad Garlinghouse DJing, guys. But the Ripple team is super excited. Okay, if you guys have noticed right here, which tells me a pump could be coming up probably in the next few weeks, right? That's what I'm betting on, at least. Now, guys, there's the fun part of XRP in the XRP community. Now, this is quite interesting. Not to mention, Brad Garlinghouse still stable at 589, right? His following count is actually more stable than the stable coins, in fact, which is hilarious. Okay, so Brad Garlinghouse is extremely excited, guys, and super bullish, if you ask me, right? By the way, they're tweeting and the energy. Now, the Riddlers are too, though, right? From Mr. Pool, 1017, today's delta, today's date. What is that? Takeoff, right? It's all green lit. 818 comes out to 1018, right? You add 2 plus 2, guys. For our calendar, it's all green, right? We got the green light here. I think it's going to be XRP should be taking off in the next few weeks, in my humble opinion, guys, not financial advice. So please like today's video. And here comes David Schwartz. When I seen this, I knew that this is 100% a riddle. He says, the value of Square account has gone up 1,000x today. Immediately when I thought about that, guys, come on, right? What's 1,000x XRP's price right now? Right, 2.3k. It's in that 2k region, which what's it called? That's XRP's target, right? Well, that's what I believe. 2k is the first flip of the switch, okay? Because I think the flip of the switch will be in increments, 1, 2, 3, right? It will go up in levels, guys, okay? Which will then unlock liquidity, right? The more liquidity they need, they'll just keep pushing the price higher and higher and higher. Okay, Extravod 2 is always bullish 100%, guys, right? Why wouldn't we be when we know this is the truth, right? So this is clear as day. 1,000x is coming up, guys, when we flip that switch, right? August AU Square, interesting, right? Oh, not to mention, look at this, 1017 today as well, confirmed. Crazy. Then Baba Cooks was just activated. I never seen this tweet. I don't know if it's still up there or if this is legit or not, guys. But Baba Cooks tweeted out 1017 today. It is over. What? But remember, when something is truly over, that's when new beginnings occur, right? So I don't know if this is 100% legit, because of the profile picture, guys, and all that stuff. But today is Today is Baba Cook's timeline, right? Or here rather shortly. Now, XRP is ready on this day, though. He did say, guys, 1017, right? The Baphomet or Lucifer, he did say XRP will rise with, right? It's attached to these certain entities, which will make XRP pump. Okay, so with all the gold talk, guys, let's transition into the Black Swans. Okay, because we're not out of the woods yet. You guys realize this. The Wise Owl confirmed it. Not to mention, Mr. Pool is the only person to say, watch out for gold. Right? You guys remember all those tweets? We have gold from the Riddlers. We have energy resources. Then we have XRP. It's 1, 2, 3, the Trinity. Right? Each of them cannot exist without each other. Gold and energy resources provide value to XRP. XRP will provide what? Liquidity to both above. That's why XRP, even Brad Garlinghouse and all these people were saying, we're targeting liquidity. Because liquidity is the only thing that matters. The only reason why certain coins literally died the other day right from Binance, and these coins went to a penny, was because there wasn't liquidity. Now do you guys understand? For the banks to move money around, there needs to be liquidity. So XRP, it doesn't have an effect, a large effect on XRP's price. There it is, clear as day, right? Gold standard is back. This was from years ago, 2019. And what's happening to gold, right? Gold is a trigger. The Fed is no longer there, right? XRP will trigger a new paradigm, right? Gold will fall 30 to 45%, then rise high. The last manipulation of gold market will occur. Time will tell, right? That was all from Ross Vandermeer, but from Mr. Poole, I don't really want to pull out the tweets, guys. But Mr. Poole even told us that gold. He literally told us gold 2024, I believe, right? And look what's happening with gold here. You just search up on Google Mr. Poole gold, and it'll pop up. Here's another connection from Mr. Poole, right? A pot of gold. That gold, by the way, shows XRP, right? The pot in itself is XRP, but within it, it's gold. There seems to be an attachment to it, which Ross Vandermeer confirmed right there. Very fascinating, guys. Come on, right? But when gold rises, it's because there's a black swan imminent. Okay. So U.S. bank stocks plunge as investors grow uneasy about mounting risks, right? U.S. banks not safe. All these regional banks are going down, guys, right? They're right about to collapse here, right? Remember, U.S. banks not safe, right? Nothing is safe, guys. Literally, he says nothing is safe globally. For Mr. Poole, 10/17 today, Scorpion season, right? What is that? That's soon, isn't it? I think he here in a couple days or something like that. Now, we're not out of the woods, guys, from subjective views. Oh, you thought the recent liquidation was a black swan event? No, the wise owl sitting right beside the IMF. Listen to when they speak, because they too want you out. This just happened a couple days ago, by the way, right? Annual meetings, Washington D.C. 2025. Look at them. Look at them. Look at them.
And the third big risk, as always, is the unknown. We learned
the unknown. The unknown is what? Event X, folks.
Over the last years since COVID, think of the unthinkable. I don't know what the next shock is going to be. I don't know when it is going to come, but I'm pretty confident there would be one.
Oh my, come on. She's sitting right beside the wise owl, right? They know the script. They know another shock will be imminent. That's why gold is rising.
And then we are tested.
There's a lot.
And then we are tested, right? Can the system handle the next shock? No, it can't. But then later on it will, because due to XRP, right? I put my money on aliens. I think aliens are coming too. We're gonna start seeing spaceships all around us. Maybe Mr. Poole will be within one of those ships. Who knows, right? They always speak in colors though, because what's the next black swan event? It's Bitcoin. Bitcoin will die, right? The main coin above all these the Bitcoin minions, right? The king Bitcoin and then all his minions shows red. The king is in red. Here comes Christine Lagarde, the same person who was sitting beside the person from the IMF, guys, right there, right, a couple days ago. She says this about Bitcoin.
This matter that you referred to, and whether reserves of central bank should or could include Bitcoins, I think there's a view around the table of the Governing Council, and most likely the General Council as well, that reserves have to be liquid, that reserves have to be secure, that they have to be safe, that they should not be plagued by the suspicion of money laundering or other criminal activities.
Indeed, the whole crypto sphere is infested, right, with corruption, if you guys haven't realized. She says there needs to be none of that. There needs to be a level playing field. There needs to be transparency, and there will be light.
And as a result, I'm confident that reserves will not enter, that Bitcoins will not enter the reserves of any of the central banks of the General Council. I had a good conversation with my colleague from the Czech Republic, and I leave it to him to make whatever announcement he wants to make, but I'm confident that he's convinced, as we all are, of the necessity to have liquid, secure, and safe reserves.
Which means they think that Bitcoin is not safe for any of that stuff. It's not even liquid or anything, right? Mr. Poole got confirmed. It's so easy. So Bitcoin will die, Binance will die, Tether will die. They're all gonna die. Chaos, the purge, crypto crash 1010, right? 1010 in Roman numerals comes out to X and X, but Binance logo is Freemasonry, by the way, not to mention it's double X death eyes. Binance is gonna die, guys. Binance is on the death. Is gonna die soon as well. You guys ready? And when they do, finally, the parasite is gonna leave. Finally. So there's a bunch of major black swans coming up. Bank runs today, 10:17. Okay, purge eyes. Okay, which comes back to Binance. You want to take your money out of these exchanges ASAP. No, need your advice. Another confirmation, guys. Today's video is absolutely ridiculous. Please like it, and I really much appreciate and share it. Remember, Trump did say economy is unbelievable. Well, here comes from Ross Vandermeer. How did he know? Economy is fantastic, they will say. Greater than ever before. What did Trump just say? Exactly. But then the market will crash. They're going to Trump will blame the Fed, which is Powell, and then the stage is set, guys, to rise from the ashes. Right? Easy as 1, 2, 3. It's going to be global. Okay? Because China has said US has launched a global trade war. It's going to be global, guys, no matter what that may be. I think WW3 1017 global. Okay, that's a specific part of the world, but again, it's from a bird's eye view, right? Looking at the entire world. I think 10 days of darkness as well. Who knows? Stay safe. 1017 today. Indeed, guys. Look at this from Howard Moon. Remember the storm emojis, right? From August 25th. Today's date, October 17th, comes out to Chinese lunar date, August 25th. The storm. We're not out of it, right? For record, Ripple just reposted this tweet from Monica Long, guys, at 5:13 EST. 5:13 is when the storm begins. 3:15, right? Interesting. That's when the C event happened in 2020. Then, very bullish, in fact, Justin, Ripple to raise at least $1 billion to purchase XRP. Are you serious? That's fantastic. How much more bullish can Ripple get? Is because they know what's coming, guys. Let's understand what's going on here, right? They're trying to gobble up as much as XRP as possible because time is running out, right? The world cannot handle it any longer. There needs to be a collapse, and there will be one. The end of illusions. 1017 today, right? The veil has been lifted. The final phase has begun from Baba Cooks, October 17th. 1017 right there. The final phase has begun. What is that? 1, 2, 3, right? We're on part 3. The XRP timeline ends 1017. I think it was on the 18th, right? The next check mark begins. The next emoji. Where are we at? Let's see. October. Oh wow. So LDN activates. October, huh? Interesting. Here in a couple. 1017. The submarine, which comes back to 589, by the way. Buckle up. 127 is what? The 17th. Then, ready from Merlin XRP, October 17th. Something's gonna happen, guys. Wow, I wish this was to be true, guys. The fountain for today's video comes from Esoteric Kang from Mr. Pool 1017, which comes out to the decode. Hello world. I hope he does come back because we miss him. Let's see what happens. But things are getting excited, no doubt. No less. No, nature vice. What is that? Sophie's Mazes. See ya.